Hey everybody, welcome back to Minor Stuff. I'm Matt.
I'm Pat.
We're the Minor Brothers. Today we're going bourbon hunting. Let's go.
Alright, welcome back everybody. Before we get started, please subscribe to the channel, like this video, drop some comments down below how your hunting experience has been lately, and if you've experienced similar, and what you end up getting as well. And check us out over on Patreon. We do give away a sample lottery of everything we drink. Matt, this beautiful bottle right here is going to be the sample lottery.
Old Carter is delicious. I love this pour. And yeah, somebody has a chance to win a sample of this.
Great bottle.
So delicious. So Pat, I went.
Not me.
I took a little road trip down to Virginia. Had to make some stops bourbon hunting, right? So some of this was, I want to say, Delaware. I know Maryland was in there, and then Virginia's in there. We went to a Virginia ABC. One thing I did learn about Virginia ABCs is they do actually have different stuff depending on which store you're in.
Okay.
However, let's start at the very first one. Hey everybody, we're here at JJ's Wine and Spirits. I think I'm in Delaware. Road tripping it. Let's see what they got. So as you can see, a little overpriced at $110 for that toasted barrel. Not a big fan overall of that pricing. Some of the stuff was pretty good pricing. A lot of it really wasn't good pricing. And you know what? It's one of those stores where they got a good selection, but I don't think anything actually moves from the shelf. Just once again due to their a little over high pricing. Here we go for their specialty stuff. As you can see, you have Blanton's for $165. We got a Russell's Reserve single barrel for $125. That 1.75 of Buffalo Trace is $140, and let alone Pat, Weller 12 $450. The things were just outrageous.
Dust.
Yeah, outrageous for the pricing. So needless to say, we didn't really get anything from there because you know what? It's not worth overpaying for simple bottles, and for their bottles that they did have. Like, I would have loved a Stag or something, but I'm not going to pay a lot of money. You know what I mean? I would have loved whatever, anything that was at the Russells I would have bought. If that Russells was like, $80, I'm going to buy it. You know what I'm saying? But not $125. That's just ridiculous. So, let's move on to the next one. Hey everybody, we're at the Marlin Market. I think we are in Maryland right now. It's a pretty good looking size store over here. Let's see what they got. Yeah. So Pat, the next one is Marlin's Market in Maryland. And I'll say this one had a huge selection, all right?
Matt, let me go ahead and pose a question. Is it because of the pricing?
So as you can see, good stuff of Penelope, a lot of good stuff here. They had the whole Bullet series, which I'm actually a big fan of the Bullet single barrel. The Bullet 12-year rye is actually really good. It's just, I definitely think, a little overpriced for what it is. But as we go through here, you're going to see a very, very large selection. And a lot of these prices are pretty good. Some of them, actually most of them are at retail. Most of them, I should say. So they got the whole Elijah Craig thing. As you can see, they got the barrel proof. They do have the toasted barrel, $62 compared to, what was it at the last one? Like $110 or something like that.
Way too much.
Yeah, needless to say, Heaven Hill Bald and Bond, Sazerac Rise just sitting on the shelf. A lot of pretty good stuff and some very weird unknown bourbons in here too. But overall, they had two of the largest areas that I've seen for bourbons, and it was pretty impressive. However, Pat, we are going to get to the section of
the library.
The library. Okay. All right. So the library. Here we go. We're looking at $450 for Stag, $1,300 for Van Winkle, 12-year. The old Rip is $1,000, $400 for the good old Carter. $70 for a Buffalo Trace.
That's just ridiculous.
$150 for Blanton's, $290 for an Elmer T. Lee. There's a reason that they have this stuff and it's not moving. It's just sitting there. And it's pretty unfortunate, but
the sad thing is, Matt, is somebody will actually spend that money for that at some point in time, which is the worst part about it all.
Yeah, absolutely. But as you can see, the rest of those bourbon selections, as we're still going through some more of them right now, they have a huge selection. It was just that one section which was crazy overpriced. So Pat, guess what we got from that store?
Nothing?
No, you know what? I actually did get an old Granddad 114.
Oh.
And you know what the best thing about that store is? Your favorite Maker Mark cigars. Guess who carries
that's
them
right.
by the
one that you didn't
caseload?
Yeah, and you didn't get me any.
I didn't know they were your favorite
yeah.
until afterwards. He's like, dude, those things are great. They're like all this money, and I'm like, dude, they were $15 a piece down there. You're like, you should have bought them all, and I'm like, well, if I would have known, I would have done it.
Oh, maybe if you would have fucking asked somebody
Next
as well.
time
you know,
I go down,
how hard
I'll
is it
buy
to
you
send a
some.
text message.
Those
It's not
Maker's
like
Mark
you don't know my
cigars.
phone number.
Those Maker's Mark cigars are pretty damn good.
Oh.
Needless to say, I will be stopping down there again for my next trip down to Virginia because, you know.
Go down sooner so you can make sure the cigars are in stock for us.
Nah, I'm not going to go down for no reason. Maryland's a 10-hour
There is
drive.
a reason. It's cigars.
Not driving 10 hours for cigars. All right, Pat. So the next place we went to, final stop here, is the Virginia ABC. I specifically went to Virginia ABCs, and I actually stopped in multiple ones. But this is the one that we got a video of, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I stopped in multiple ones because I wanted one thing. I finished the bottle. I don't have any more. I will get more next time I go down. Anyways, what? Cooper's Craft 100.
No?
I love Cooper's Craft 100. I think it's a great bottle. And this store doesn't even carry it that we went into. One of the second ones I went into, they ended up carrying it, but they were all out of it right now. So needless to say, let's show you what Virginia ABC has. Hey everybody, we're in Virginia. Let's see what the ABC has here. So as you can see, they got all the basics. You got your Elijah Craig, you got your Russells, a lot of Woodford Reserve. They got just, you know, some Traveler whiskey. They had the whole Old Forester lineup, along with Angel's Envy. You got a lot of just your basic bourbon stuff, Maker's Mark, Bullet, obviously your Jacks, your Knob Creeks, Maker's Mark, all that type of stuff they had. Wild Turkey 101, but they didn't have any special bottles. They had really nothing that was gonna pop out and be super great or something that, like, you know, I really had to have. I do like the TX bourbon, which is pretty good. Obviously the Murray Hill is just, I mean, it's another bottle that's stocked everywhere. But once again, none of these bottles was like, I need to buy these. But Pat, you know what they do have at the Virginia ABCs, and it seems like all of them? The little Buffalo Trace Snips. In abundance. Like,
oh, that's why you got all those ones?
Like, yeah, they're like just piled up by the register. And, you know, those are something we'll never see here in New Hampshire.
Nope.
So it's pretty cool that they have those there. I thought that was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Overall, I didn't end up buying anything either from the Virginia ABC. Once again, now we're sitting here. We're about 700 bottles deep. We've been drinking more than we've been inputting, so I think we're now back under that number of 700.
Still too much.
And you know what? So now I'm only waiting to buy special bottles that I want, or special bottles that are going to be backups. You know what I mean? We see a Screaming Titan, I'm going to have to buy it. We see, you know, Nashville Barrel Company stuff, I'm going to buy it. A lot of those other types of bottles, obviously your regular stuff like blends and stuff like that, I'm going to buy because we're going to be doing projects with a lot of these ones. But yeah, so I'm going to wait for those special ones to buy. I'm not just going to buy anything anymore. So our overall stuff is going to go down. Our storehouse will go down a little bit, but it's because now we're looking for whatever. I don't need to just go buy crap to buy a bottle.
Yeah, we already have too much.
So anyway, so that was our bourbon hunting. We are definitely going to be going again. Next time we're going to be making stops in New Jersey. We're going to make stops in Connecticut. And we're going to hit up some more places while we go down. Because Virginia ABCs, they're all pretty much the same. It's like up here in New Hampshire. Some stores carry more than others. However, there's not much different from that actual thing that we just saw. So we'll find some other stuff outside the states. Maybe hit up North Carolina a little bit. Anyways, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. We hope you guys all have a great day.